All right, well, good morning. Welcome back to Exit 45, and today we get the fun job of pulling the body off of the dolly that it was on, so it was sitting up high enough for me to do some of the body work and move it inside and outside. So I've got to get that down, get it back on its wheel dollies and cribbing. And then from there, guess what we get to do? We get to start the whole thing over again. We got high bill primer, sanding, primer, sanding, primer, sanding, primer, sanding. You know the drill. One more time, guys. One more time. And then we're done. So, let's get at it. Come on. It's time for me to get this body off of the dolly and back down to the ground where it belongs. It'll make it a whole lot easier to work on. I don't need to move it in and out of the shop anymore, so it's time to do this. I know I mentioned in a video, I don't know, a few videos ago, not sure which one, about how much fun it was going to be to watch this thing come down, because I don't have any kind of a lift or anything like that, so I've got to MacGyver this thing down. So sit back, get you something to eat, watch the show. All right, let's get it down. All right, wish me luck. Here we go. Okay, I told you it was sketchy, but I got it back down, and I'm sweating, not because it's hot out. This is very nerve-wracking, but I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it, since I had you back there so you can kind of get the overall seeing it coming down. But let me show you how I did it. All right, so basically I've got my strap right in the middle, center, so that it holds it nice and from wobbling as much as possible, and I just got it hooked to the engine hoist. I would just bring it up a little bit, remove some boards, let it down a little bit, and just back and forth. You saw it, but the same thing here. I just hooked to the hoist, up and down. It worked. Not the best way, I'm sure. Well, I know, but it was the only way I had. So got its head out of the clouds, and I can finish up getting it ready for paint. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. That's a pretty good start. So let's call this one done for the night so I can go get something to eat, and I will pick this back up tomorrow morning. All right, here we go. Hey guys, so got to take a little break today from working on the Thunderbird to go pick up my granddaughter at her school. She's attends a collegiate high school here, and today's a big day for her. And I'm going to go in and get her, and then when I get back, you'll find out why. Now, go ahead.
Hi, I'm getting my braces off.
Yay!
Yep.
On Halloween.
Perfect for candy, honestly.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
All right, we're going in, getting the braces off in a Eeyore costume.
Yep.
Only on Halloween.
Only on Halloween.
Here we go. All right, we're out. Check it out. Look at that.
I got them off. And it feels so slimy.
It feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can eat lots of candy?
Yes. In the name of Halloween.
Yep.
We'll have a lot of candy.
All right, I can drop you off at home, and then I can go back and get some work done.
Okay.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
All right, looks like it's time for me to go ahead and head back and get some more work done. All right, I'll see you back at the shop. All right, so before we can get started on high build primer and all that good stuff, I need to take care of a couple small areas. One of these we talked about right here. We had this little accident right up in the front end. The bumper got caught in it, and this, you guys had some good advice, and so we're going to go ahead and see if we can at least straighten this part here and this bracket right here, and see if we can't get that pulled out some. Maybe get this crown out of here. So yeah, so let's get at it. Okay. All right. Well, before I get going on swinging big hammers and all that good stuff, let me get the paint off of here, so when I do go to getting my studs welded on here, I got a clean surface. So let's see if we can get this all cleaned up. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see if we can get a little heat on this bracket and start working it back to where we want it. body hammer. Yep. It's working. A little bit of heat and enough persuasion. And, oh yeah. All right. Let's get you in here and let you take a look. All right. There you go. We have one bracket that is bent back and right where it should be. All right. Now, I got a big dent to try and get back out and put it back where it should be. All right. Let me put you guys down and see if we can't get that. All right. Here we go. Let's do another round. I really couldn't tell if it came out any or not. Let's get it hot again. Well, just got it hot again. Let's see if I can't get some of this crown off. Let me see if I can't work on that a little bit. Get the big body hammer out. All right, so this crown right here is not gonna come out until this comes out. That's just pushing it up and holding it there. We got this big crease right here. This has to pull out before I can get this. This will come down as this comes out. We'll work them together. But trying to get this before I get this, you can't do one without the other. So they're tied together. So we're gonna have to work this a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. But first we got to get some movement here to get some relief for this to come down. And that's where my problem is gonna be, getting this to come out. That's gonna be tough. All right, well, we'll keep trying. Let me heat it up a little bit more. All right, I got it to work. Just in pain. All right. I need some time to think about this because the studs aren't going to work. I'm using the heavier ones, but they are just not, they're not staying strong enough to that to get enough pull. And this dent's deep enough that it's going to be a hard dent to pull out, and it's going to need something to really hold on to that to get it to yank out of there. And right now, those studs, they're not it. All right, let me think about it. All right, guys, so I went ahead, got the welder out, and I welded the stud there because the stud gun just wasn't getting it hot enough, and they were just popping right off of there. So let's give it a try. Let's see what it does. Well, I think it may have moved it. I don't know. You tell me, did it move it? I don't know. We'll try it again. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm getting good penetration on this. I may have to try and get a little hotter on the welder. Let me try this and see. All right, so I turned up the welder. I got a little bit hotter. So let's see if I got enough penetration to hold that a little bit better. Maybe we can get some movement. I don't know. I do not know, but I know for something that you're not going to see, I'm not really wanting to spend a tremendous amount of time on it. I don't know. It held a heck of a lot better. So the higher the heat, the better. I don't know. I mean, I'm not able to get anything welded on there, these studs anyways, to hold enough to get this heavy gauge metal to pull out. I imagine there's some other probably techniques or tricks body shops might use that I'm not aware of, but the stud gun doesn't work. All right, guys, so I need to just make sure that the latch here for the hood, this rod here that supports between your main frame down here and your tray or whatever you want to call it up here, when this got crunched in, broke off here and bent everything, so I had to straighten all this out. And I need to do that real quick. I wanted to see, you can see where I welded it back together. And you can also see that it fits very nicely now. It did not fit very nicely before. But I wanted to make sure all that was good and straight before I go any further with body work. So this is nice and straight like it should be. And down here, obviously we're not where we should be, but everything functions. You know, I've got everything set, and this is not affecting anything. And I just don't have what I need to get it off or to pull it out. So I'm not going to sit and struggle with it and spend hours and hours trying to deal with it and figure it out when it's really just not going to matter. Let's just call it character. We'll just call it bringing a little bit of that character along with it. keeping some of the old, right? All right, so, okay, I'm happy with it. I wish, we could have got that pulled out. I would have liked to have that a little bit, nice looking there, but again, you're not going to see it, so. All right, let's move on. Well, guys, I've been giving it some more thought on what I can do to get this front end patched up, fixed a little better than it is. It still bothers me, but I may have come up with something. So I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. Maybe it's the wrong thing. I don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. So let me show you. All right, so what we're going to do is come from the other side, and you can see I've already taken the paint off of that area. I'm going to cut a section out of there, and that'll allow me to get to the back side of that dent and push it out. So I cut this section out back here, then I can get to this right here from there and just work that back out, heat it and work it out. Just keep doing it till I can get this back to where it's supposed to be, get this crown down, and then weld that plate that I cut out back in. And I feel like, structurally, well, as long as I get this plate welded back in, and it's a good weld, this should still have its strength. I don't see any reason why this would lose its strength because of that. I'm going to give it a try. So let's get set up. I'm going to cut that out, and then I'm going to try and work this out from the other side. All right, so somehow the Mises are getting in there. Have quite the mouse house in there. I'm not really sure exactly where they're getting in at, but they got in there somewhere. That entire thing, basically all the way through there, it's just packed in there. So I'm going to have to dig that out, vacuum, and get as much of that out as I can. You can see here some of this stuff it was in there and smoldering, so I almost caught the inside of that on fire. I'm trying to catch this thing on fire, aren't I? Welding the door with the door panels on. Not doing too good, am I? Well, guys, there was a lot of crap in there. Whew. A lot of it went in the vacuum. You're only seeing a small percentage of it. I had the vacuum stuck in the hole while I was blowing it out. Man, there was a lot of garbage in there. On either side, there's a hole there. And that's where they got in, make themselves a nice little... Wow, they had prime real estate, didn't they? They had all of themselves, whoever it was, a little family or something. Let's go see what it does. I don't know. I'm not seeing any movement. I don't know. I can't tell. Do you guys see anything moving? You see it getting better? Man, that's some metal that just doesn't want to move. Whew. I'm whacking the snot out of this thing. And I'm not feeling like I'm getting anywhere. I mean, it might be. It might be a real slow process. I may have gotten it up here some, but I don't know. I'm going to heat it again and do it again. Might as well. I cut it open, so. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a break. Whew, that's a workout. I know it don't look like it, but it is moving so slowly. But I can definitely see it's moving. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know. But I've already cut it open, so I've got to give it every chance now at this point. And it looks like it's getting better. You know, I don't know. But I'm going to keep whacking away at this thing, but I'm going to take a break first, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. I've had a little bit of a break. Whew, my arms are getting tired. That's all right. Let me get you turned around and show you what kind of my progression. I don't know if you guys have been able to see it. You know, I'll just sit in one spot, you know, can't really move around. So let me get you in here, and I'll show you kind of where I started and where I'm at right now. I am seeing some movement, some progress. It's going to be very slow. It's going to take some time, but I think I can get most of that out. So let me get you turned around and show you what we got going on. All right, so let's just get you here. Let's see if I can't get you in here. There you go. You can see here where I've cut into the other side of it so I can get to it. And then what I started off doing was just using this here, you know, sticking it in there and hammering, trying to work that out. But, you know, my hand's right here. I wasn't being able to get really good full swings on it. I did do a little bit of work with the air chisel just to see if I could get that maybe to, you know, just you know, it says it's, you know, working it out. You like that noise? That wasn't really doing anything. And then I went, you know, old parts. I love old parts. Keep them around, you know, as long as you can. Anyway, so this here works great. I can get a really good hold on it. I got a great big area to whack on, and then I got a big area to push, you know, big areas of metal, try to flatten and move them out. And I think it's working. So let's go down and take a look at where we're at. So you can see here, this is nowhere near, this was like this here. So this is shallower. It's not as deep. And this is I'm starting to be able to move this up. And this is slowly moving out. And I can tell a little bit that that's actually pulling out because this is starting to move this direction. You know, this when I fixed and straightened this, it was coming out pretty well straight. But as I am working on this area, it's going to move this direction, and then I'll have to come in and tighten these areas up a little bit and pull this in. I am not worried about this. I am trying to get this fixed. And like I said, I think you can see that it is getting better. Anyway, this is also showed me that there is no way I'm going to straighten out that bumper. There's no way. I can't put heat to the bumper. And the only reason I'm even able to move this metal is because I'm heating it up. It's getting hot, and it's allowing me to move it slowly, but move it. If I can't put heat to that bumper, there's no way I'm straightening that bumper. So I think I've made a decision on what I'm going to do with the bumper. I think what I'm going to do there is I'm going to go ahead and put the bumper on. I'm going to clean it up and make it look nice. But I'm going to put the bumper back on the way it is. And I mean, it's a bumper. It comes off fairly easy-ish. I mean, it's a big bumper. And I'm going to put it on the way it is. And then I'm just going to keep my eyes open for, you know, go to car show, go to wherever, you know, keep my eyes open for somebody who maybe's got a bumper for sale that I can get. I don't have to, you know, worry about it right now. I've got a long time before that bumper goes on, and maybe I come across something. Maybe you guys know where one is. I live in the Panhandle of Florida. Anywhere in that area, if there's something, somebody out there's got one relatively close to this area, you know, that's something I'd be interested in looking at. But for now, the bumper doesn't bother me near as much as this frame does. So I don't know why it bothers me so much. It's fine the way it is for the most part. I don't know. I don't like it, and it's bothering me, and I can't let it go. So I am going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to keep working on this, and looks like help showed up. So let me go help my brother unload my mom, get my mom and dad in here, and we're gonna start whacking away at this thing again. So here we go. All right, guys, I'm back. We're gonna get ready to finish pulling that dent out, and look what I got. Family's over. My brother Pat, and you guys, you have hopefully gone to look at his channel with the superhero bug, Sparky. Check it out if you haven't, the Sparky Adventures. There's mom and dad coming over, and they get to listen to me whack on metal for, you know, probably another half hour. Yay. All right, we're going to get back at it. Pat's going to get to help me. He's going to keep it hot while I'm whacking it. So, all right, here we go. Break time. All right, we're gonna get back at it. Had a little bit of a break, but let's get you in, take a look. There you go. Look at that, it's starting to come out. But it is taking a lot of work. But just about there. I gotta get this to come up some more and this to come out some more. So it's just a little bit this way, a little bit this way, a little bit that way. It's just back and forth. I'm going to switch to using this in here, see if I can use the, this end of it here to start working this line here maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. We'll see. All right, give my arms a break and give you guys a better peek. So how's it look, guys? It is a whole lot better. I mean, I still got this crown. That is gonna be, I don't even know. I haven't found any good way to hit that and get it to come down. But, I mean, I got it straight up underneath. Much better. I almost got this line, this bend right here, almost got that back in there. Just coming across here. I think the air hammer up here is helping. It's slow, but I can move it around in there and hit the high spots, and it seems to be moving some of this stuff around in a more pinpoint area. Whereas, when I'm using the big chunk of metal, it's just trying to move a big area, and I don't need to move big areas anymore. I need to move small areas. So I'm going to give my arms a break. I think we're going to come back and give it one more round, and then I think we're going to be happy with where it's at. All right. We're going to bring you in for the final look. It is not perfect, but it is so much better. I mean, man, I'm going to show you like a before and after on this one so you guys can see the difference, but it took so long. It was such a slow moving dent to pull out or push out. I'm just not going to be able to do anything about this crown. It's not very severe. It's very mild. You see it there. It's very mild. So we're just gonna leave that alone. I think I broke my welds on this bracket, so I'll have to weld that back on. Looks like it anyways. That's okay. No big deal. I got a weld back there anyways, so no big deal to weld that back on. All right, let me get set up for the welding, and then we can wrap up this front side. We should be good to go then. All right. All right, let's get this welded back in and call this front done. All right, guys. This day did not go anything like I thought it would. I figured I'd come in, maybe work up until about lunch, getting all what I've been working all day on done, so that I could start prepping the body, getting it ready for some high build, and start, the process of getting this body ready for paint. And oh boy, I'll tell you, getting that dent out was exhausting. It took a lot of work. I'm not done. I got a couple of areas in the back I need to work on, so I need to get on that. But let me show you what I got, welded up on this side, so you can see what I got done. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much done up here. I don't see much more that I need to do. It looks good. It's all cleaned up. It's all put back together now. So let me turn you around and let you look. Okay, here you go. Got my plate welded back in. Everything looks pretty good. We'll hit that with a short strand fiber just to clean it up. But I feel like I'm good now. I feel like I've got the strength back in this. I think it would have been strong enough the way it was, but I just, I didn't have that warm fuzzy, and I really wanted to get it all taken care of. So anyway, all right, let's get to the backside and let's see if we can get done there. Hey, what you guys doing down there? Huh? Trying to get a better view, I guess, huh? All right, well, here's where we're working. Right there. We need to get that pulled down, and then we'll worry about straightening the whole thing out a little bit better once we get this pulled down and fixed up. So it's going to get noisy. You guys picked a pretty crappy place, but that's your choice. Here we go. You guys are getting a little in my business here. You have to move you back, all right? Come on. How you guys doing down there? The hard part's trying to figure out, is this too far out or is this too far in? Whew, boy. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think this just needs to go in and curl up some. We're getting closer. We're getting there. Right here needs to go towards you, but the rest of this needs to stay back. Just this middle, right there. I think a little bit of right here needs to be straightened out, but yeah, this is just all right. Getting there. It's getting hard for you guys to see, isn't it? It's getting dark down here. Let me see if I can get a light for you guys, all right? I hate for you guys to be squinting. Yeah. How's that? Does that help? It doesn't help me any. Now it's on my eyes. I'll deal with it so you guys can see. It's just, this time change things got it all jacked up. It's getting dark early. Weird stuff. That's all right. All right. So I'm still working right here, trying to get basically from here to here, right through there. Needs to be flattened out. It needs to come this way. We're good here. We're good right in here. It's just right there. It's pulled out. And then up top here, I've got most of it up, but there's a right here. I don't know if you can see my finger. It looks like it's hidden behind here, but there's just a little bit of a dent right there that I got most of it out, but not all of it. So you just need to keep working on this little by little, here and there. It'll get it. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, well, good morning, and back out here and trying to finish up the straightening out the valance down here, the pan on this rear end. It's gotten dinged up in a couple of places, but the stuff is just not solid. It's not attached in a lot of places, so it moves a lot. So when metal moves a lot like that, it's really hard to straighten it out. So I've been working on it. I went from the smaller hammer to the big hammer, and progressively they work pretty good. Then I ended up having to go to the, size 10 shoe. And I got somewhere with that, surprisingly enough. I'm using some pretty, cutting edge, methods out there. This is going to become normal in the industry, I think. Glad it worked. I got a lot of it straightened out, and it's looking a lot better. So let me show you what I'm at so far, and I'm just gonna basically at this point I got two brackets that hold the fender the valance back here in place that weren't attached anymore because they hit something or something hit them. I don't know which. So they were both broke off and flopping in the breeze, so I need to reattach them. That'll bring me a little bit more stability to the valance. So let me show you. All right, so as you can see, I've got a lot of this straightened out now. This is all crunched in here. So this is in pretty good shape now. It's looking a whole lot better. And I don't know if you can see right here is the bracket that holds this, to this area here. So I just need to Need to get in there and weld that on. And then the same on the other side. It's loose as well. I don't have this one vice grip down, so you can see she just moves. I don't know but there's no rigidity to this because of that. So right now this side's vice grip down where I want it, and I'll get in there and get this welded, and I think I've just got a little tune up to do on it, and I think I'll be happy with it, and I can kind of put this to bed and get back on to trying to get some high build primer on here and start to work the body for the last time and get it ready for paint. So, all right, let me get it. All right, got it welded in. I don't know if you can, let me get you in here a little bit better so you can see. Yeah, you can see right there. She's nice and solid. All kinds of better. All kinds of better. And she's still got some issues, but they're much more minor, and I'm going to go ahead and spread me a little body filler on this area right here. There's just some minor stuff that I'm really having a hard time getting out of it. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just finish that off with some body mud, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over here real quick, weld that bracket back on. But that side's in much better shape. There's very little needs to be done over there. It's just this side right here. So, all right, let me get that one straightened out and then get a little body filler on, and then maybe we'll get back to all of this. All right. Okay. So I got the other bracket welded in. Let me go back in. You can see it right there. And again, now we're nice and solid. So I don't have a flimsy valance back here anymore. Roll pan, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Much better. So, okay. All right, guys. This took an awful long time to get the welding done. This last little bit of welding I thought would take me a few hours. Get that dent pulled up front that we just did. That took, it took all day, really, just about. I really didn't anticipate being on that more than a couple of hours. I figured, I don't know what that is, but that was a big old bug that just buzzed my hair. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was some kind of big beetle thing. Anyway, man, where was I? Oh, yeah, well, we took a long time on getting the dent out, getting the dents out of the rear valance and the roll pan. That's done now. But it's really taken a long time. So I think we're going to call this a video. At least it's different. It's not sanding. So we mixed in a little bit of dent removal, some welding. But, I mean, this is how it is, guys. You know how it is. I mean, you got to do what's in front of you and then move on. So that's what was in front of me. I feel happy with how it came out. I've got it all taken care of. So I'm going to pick this back up where we get back on the body work so we can get the paint on this thing. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all those good things. If you're watching and you haven't done that yet, help me out. Just do the like, subscribe, share. Share's a big one, guys. Share it with your social, network. If you guys enjoy the content, you want to see more of this, you want to see this continue and, get to the end of this thing and then get on the other ones. I got a lot of others coming. So, not just going to be a Thunderbird. We got, a convertible Beetle I'm going to be doing here next. I've got a 63 C10 that's going to get a major overhaul. So keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, all those things, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.